Good morning, Ramya.
Okay. Before we start today's class, do you have any questions, any doubts?
Ramya, I have one problem. Like when I'm using delete buffer, use it because I cannot see any inputs to give it, like to pass a buffer name and all.
Sorry, can you come again? You used to delete buffer.
I just use that delete buffer from the
Yeah.
modules.
Okay.
Yeah. So then I just tried. Yeah. Yeah. I cannot enter any input in the I cannot pass a delete buffer name.
You should not pass it in the name place. You should pass it in the value.
In the value.
Yes, I'll show you. For suppose if you see, I have something called buffer one here, correct?
Okay.
Or some date buffer. So if I want to delete it, I should pass it here in the date. And when I run it, it will delete the date buffer.
Okay.
Yes, see, now date is gone. Yeah. Any other questions? Any doubts? Okay. So now let's continue.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
Raghu. Yeah, initially we give the input value, right? So that is a mandatory, right? First, whenever we do the any buffer related any if condition, a manual increment value you give, right? Input value.
Where did I give that?
Uh, can you open the- yeah, num equal to 4.
This one? No, this is not mandatory thing
Yes, yes.
to do. Actually, I gave this because now here we are working with num buffer, and before we start working with it, I should create it, right? That is the reason I gave it. There is no mandatory thing that you need to have this set buffer before.
It's not mandatory to give.
No need.
Okay.
Okay. So today, before we proceed with the next topic, I have something important to share with you. Like this weekend, let's create the multi-user environment. Okay. So today is Friday. So Saturday, Sunday, you will have enough time to create the multi-user environment. I will tell you the test for the steps now in order to create multi-user environment. In real time, it would be very much different. You need not follow all this process, but now we will not have our server, so we should replicate the server and all these things within our own machine, and we should make sure that our machine is working as different machines. That is the reason we do this. Okay, the first thing that you have to do is you have to install the SQL Server 2014 Management Studio. This software is present in your common drive already. Where is this? Yeah, SQL Management Studio Cross 64 is the name of that software. Okay, please download this and please install this. And for the multi-user environment setup, I gave you a separate notepad also. So please follow it. Install SQL Management Studio first. And then after installing, it will open something like this. Okay, in this actually what you need to do is, one second, I'll just keep it here. Yeah, in this the first one is the database engine. The second one here, try giving whatever I mentioned here. This local DB slash M.
Ramya, just I'm just asking that if not 2014, some higher version of the Microsoft SQL Server it will work.
Yes,
Like 2000, I think previously I installed my system 2019. Probably I
no
don't
problem.
remember.
It will work.
It will work, no?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Thanks.
Just give this server name local DB slash MS SQL local DB. Okay, and choose Windows authentication and try connecting. If it connects, then everything is fine. This is how it looks like if it is connecting. Sometimes it may not connect. Okay, what you do is it will throw you some error. Okay, so it's okay. Then what you need to do is try connecting again by giving a dot here instead of this local db slash mssql db and all. Just simply give a small dot over there. Okay, and now again say connect. If it is working now, this is fine. Okay, any of these ways is okay. If it doesn't work for both of these, then you should install the SQL server also. The SQL server software is also given to you. You can see it like SQL 2019 SSEI dev. So please install the server and then try in the same way again after installation of the server. And then let me know if you face any issues. Okay.
So first to install the that management studio, then the SQL 2019 deb.
Yes.
Both is required.
Yes. After connecting to like after installing server, again the same way, try giving that local db slash mssql1 and say connect. If it works, fine. Whenever it is working fine, stop at that step only. If it doesn't work, then give a dot and say connect, and again see. If it works, fine. If not, stop it there. Okay.
Ramya, if SQL management is working fine, so no need to install
No
SQL
need.
Server.
No, don't disturb anything.
Okay.
Okay, one second. I'll just show you in your common drive here. So this is the notepad that I am talking, SQL setup for multi-user environment. This is the SQL management studio, the first one, and this is the server. Okay. Just install this thing and be ready for Monday. Okay. Next week we will discuss about multi-user environment setup. Okay. So let's continue today's class now. Okay, so yesterday we discussed about if then else condition, do while and why. Okay, so today let us discuss something which is more interesting. Okay, now think like you are working on a e-commerce website. All of you are. So usually if you observe in a e-commerce website, the products that appear, there will be lot of products, and these products may not be stable. Means today you are seeing for $11 for this blue and green sneaker, but tomorrow it might be $8. Day after tomorrow it might be $20, and the position where it is also differs. Sometimes it would be something like you. One second. Yeah, sometimes it may go out of stock also, like it may not be there. So how do you handle all these things? You don't know which product may come and what is the price value for that product, or you don't know where that particular product place would be and all. All you know is only the product name. You have to find out the position of that product, go over there and click on it. So this is my scenario. How can we overcome on this? So for that, actually, see, whenever you are scanning something using Tosca, whenever I ask you to scan some modules and come up, there are two ways how do we think. Sometimes you may scan everything uniquely, okay? And sometimes you may have to scan non-uniquely also. When do we go for unique way of scanning and when do we go for this non-unique way of scanning depends on your thoughts. What is your actual approach is what is determined by this. This will tell you your approach. According to your approach, you can say, okay, I want to scan this uniquely because this is a fixed one and I want to work on it. For suppose, yeah, these are something which are similar. So let me scan them non-uniquely and steer them as per their positions or something like that. So today, let us see how do we scan the non-unique way and start working with them. And still, how, though even we scan them non-uniquely, how can we still control them is what we are going to see. So let me start the scanning. I'll go to the modules. Today's topic, whatever I am discussing, right? Usually you will not find it in any of your academic courses and all. This is something which you will get to know or which you can explore and learn more on your if you are working in real time only. So please pay concentration and let me know if you have any questions at the end of the session.
Ramya,
Yes.
you just told that scanning uniquely and non-uniquely. Once again, can you repeat that?
Yeah, sure. So until now whatever we have discussed is whenever we want to scan some modules, all we know is we have to scan them uniquely, scan the controls uniquely. Until now, this is what we are known. So today, what I am saying you is depending on the situation. For suppose, take the same situation as an e-commerce website. Here you have so many products. How many products will you keep on scanning? For suppose I scanned 50s rockability polka dot top, blue or green sneaker, all these 8 products, whatever are appearing here, I scanned them. And tomorrow, all of a sudden, all these products, 8 products have gone out of stock. And some new 8 products have come in their position. So, if I am still, should I again start scanning the things and all? It will be very difficult, right? So, in order to avoid these things, sometimes we may need to scan the things non uniquely also. So, how do we scan the things non uniquely and all is what we will see now. So let's go to this folder, shift right click, scan HTML, select the application and now, okay. So let's scan them. First let's take their images. Say select on screen, the first image, show details for 50s rockability polka dot top. Okay, this is blue and green sneaker. This is okay. Let me yeah, blue jeans. I took only 3 images. Let us compare their properties first of all. Okay, look at them. What is the property they have? Tag is image. Another property is alt or else they have the title where they have show details for 50s rockability polka dot top. Okay, and in this one for blue and green sneaker, again they have tag and they have the title as show details for blue and green sneaker. Okay, look at this blue jeans the same way. Tag is image, title is show details for blue jeans. So what is that which is common among these three? Whatever you observe, which property is common? Tag
Probably.
one thing which is common. And in title, what is that is common and what is that which is changing?
Title name is changing. Show
Show
details is a common.
common and the remaining part is changing.
Changing.
What I do is, I'm keeping a star mark over here. So, will it become non-unique or unique control now?
No, unique control. Unique control.
Think again and say me. Now,
It will
I
be
kept,
non-unique.
I kept the tag as image and title as show details first. And after that, I kept a star mark over there. Star mark means it will accept any value. So, will it be unique or non-unique?
Non-unique. Ramya.
Non-unique.
Non-unique.
See, it became non-unique. Okay. And now, for suppose, I want to see how many controls are there with these selected properties. What is that I can use? We discussed this. Just remember. I'll give you time. I'm repeating my question. Now, these are the selected properties. I want to see how many number of controls are there with this set of properties.
Ramya, I think index.
Yes, it is. If
Load
we
properties,
do
load out.
identification by index, what does it say to us? It will tell you these are the number of controls which are having the selected number of properties. Among this is your ID position.
Right, Ramya. Out of what is my that is index position, that particular control position.
Yes. Now let's go identify by index. Identify by index here, we are not using anything. We will just take it for our verification help. And see now, here it says 1 out of 8. That means this particular control, it is representing 8 controls in total. Among those 8 controls, the one that you have selected is the first one. Is it clear till here, everybody?
No, Ramya, I'm not able
Ramya,
to
in
follow
future,
this.
the position will be changed, right?
Yeah,
Ramya?
let the position be anything. We are not bothered about this first number. All we want is to verify the last number.
Okay. Can you repeat once again?
Yeah, sure. See, what I want to do is, now all I need to do is, instead of scanning this one uniquely, what I want is, I want to scan one control, any one control among these 8 controls. And that single control should represent all the 8 controls. Here you can see 8 images, right? Among these 8 images, let me scan anything. I'm not bothered about it. Let me take this denim short image only. Okay, and let it say 6 out of 8. Even then, it doesn't matter to me. All I need to use is that single control, whatever I am picking up, should represent all the 8 controls. That is what is important to me. I'm repeating the
Okay,
case
Ramya.
again. Okay, it's okay. If you don't understand, we will take up another class also for this. But this is an important thing. Okay, so now here we are trying to scan the things non-uniquely. So when I say we are trying to scan the things non-uniquely, first thing that should strike your mind is how many controls should I be able to steer with this? That is what is very important to you. Okay, so how many controls can I control by using this single non-unique control is what is your main motto. Okay, and now you saw you'd have taken 3 or 4 control properties and saw what is the thing that is common and what is the thing that is different. So here tag is image, that is one thing which is common. The second thing is show details for is the part which is common. So wherever you have the other part, okay, the part which is different, you just replaced it with a star mark over there. And now you want to see how many controls are there with this set of properties, with the properties like tag as image and title as show details for and some value. How many controls are having this type of properties? 8 controls. So in order to verify that, what did you use? Identification by index. So this of 8, the second number you can see, right? That is what is the one which tells you how many controls are having this set of properties. Is it clear? No? Yes?
Yes, Ramya.
Yes, Ramya. So index we'll use in this case, or
No, we are not going to select anything here.
okay. Okay, just we are referring to the index position and how many controls are there with this similar set
Not
of
even
properties.
the index position also. We will just see how many
Yeah,
controls are there. That's all.
we'll get an idea like how many controls are there with the same set of properties. That is the thing we'll derive from by seeing this index, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
Oh,
that we can have an idea like how many controls we can control by just scanning a single control within a page.
yes, that's all.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not selecting anything in this index. Okay. Now what I do, so now this is one way to do. Okay. So now I will just say this one as product image for suppose. Okay. And now simply I'm saying finish screen. So first let me show you the simple way to play around. So now you scanned one control, that is product image, and this is a non-unique control. So if you try using it in a test case, for suppose, okay, if you try using it in a test case, do you think it will work?
No,
How
Ramya.
will it work? Yes or no? If no, what is the
I
error?
think no. No, I think.
Can you Punit, can you go back to the
Why? Because it's not identical, correct?
Yeah, I did not do anything. I
So
simply
Tosca will not know which one we need to click.
yes, perfect. Tosca will not know which one it needs to go and click. So what is the error it will throw you? More than
Yes.
one control found or something like that.
Ramya, can you go back to the product image? Like just I
Yes.
can you explain it like when you scan it or what you exactly scan in the product image? I cannot get it
Yeah.
actually.
See, the tag image and title is show details for star mark. That's all, nothing else. I did not scan anything extra. I just checked that count, right? And after that, I changed to that particular name and I said finish screen. That's all. Nothing else I did. Okay.
How many controls are there under this product image?
That's what we saw, right? 1 out of 8. This is the
Yes.
same control. I just changed its name. That's all.
Which control actually this is? I actually not getting. I cannot refer it
The
back.
same this one.
Only this one, right?
Yes, I just
Okay.
changed its name.
Okay. Got it. Thanks.
Okay. So now it will throw us an error if we are going to give it in this way. So what should I change? so that it will go and click on the actual product. For suppose now I wanted to go and click on this blue and green sneaker. Okay, so what should I change so that it will go and click on this blue and green sneaker? Okay, you all know the properties, right? Until now we saw what are the properties that they have. What would be the properties for blue and green sneaker? Any guess? The tag would be image and the title would be blue and green sneaker. Am I correct? So what I do here is, instead of keeping a star mark, I'm saying buffer of product. And what I do is, I'll create a buffer first. Okay. And in this buffer, this is the buffer called product. And the value that I pass is blue and green sneaker. Is this the correct name? Blue and green sneaker. Yes. Okay. So now tell me, will it work?
Yes.
Can I do it? Okay. I'm running it now and see. It clicked on it. What did we do here? We simply gave a buffer of product. And to this product buffer, I can assign any value, whatever I want. It need not be blue and green sneaker. It can be blue jeans or it can be some casual gold belt. Whatever I want, I will assign to it. And it will go and click on that particular product.
Ramya, we need to
Yes.
give the exact name blue and green sneak. I
Yes.
give only
Or else it
blue.
won't work. For suppose you say that I can't give exact name, Ramya, then give a star mark here, but ensure that you are whatever name that you are passing, right? It is for then you can just give it as blue, and I no, even blue won't work because see there are two blue things. Again, it will throw you an error. Okay,
Yes.
so if you give it as some custom, then it will go and work on it. If you give it as denim, it will work on it. If you give it as blue and green, then it will work, but not blue because you have blue green sneaker and blue jeans again.
Okay. Suppose tomorrow the product's images got changed, right? How can it's not work, right?
Sorry. Okay, for suppose now you have taken this product. Okay,
Suppose
yeah, let's take 12 products. Okay, so now we want to go and click on this wool hat. This is entirely new product. Am I correct? So now let's try giving wool hat here. Let's see. Wool hat.
Yes.
And now let's run this. See? Now is it?
Ramya,
Yes.
there one green and blue and green is there now, vice versa.
Yes.
Will it work?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, whatever name you are giving, it will go to that particular name only. If you give your name starts with green, then it will go to
Okay.
the green and blue. If you give it as blue, then it will go for the blue and green.
Okay.
And for the new products also it worked. I did not scan that wool hat at all. It is not there when I am scanning. Yes. Any other questions? Okay. So this is one way of controlling. Okay. I will show you 3 different ways. This is one way of controlling. There are 2 other ways also. Okay. I am just copy pasting the same module. Okay. So I will change it as underscore buffer. Okay. The other way is underscore ci and underscore explicit name. So ci we will see it on Monday. Now we will discuss about explicit name. Okay. So this is by changing the buffer value or you're assigning some value to the buffer and then going to it. Non-unique underscore buffer. Now let's see with explicit name. So I'm pasting the same thing here. What is this explicit name? Why do we use it and all is, if you observe any time, can we change anything in this name area? Did you try doing this? See, I'm clicking something. Can we change? No, we cannot. Okay. So how do we use then 1 second. I'll just drag this and drop it here. Okay. Now I will add, already I have these properties for the product image. In addition to these properties, I am adding one more property. So how can we add properties and all? How can we use it is, right click on it and there are some small icons here. See, the first one is the configuration parameters, transition parameters, steering parameters, okay, and reflected ID parameters, business ID parameters, technical ID parameters. All these are the different parameters that we can add to a module or on its attribute depending on it. Okay, you can add these parameters either on attribute properties or else on the module properties also. Now let's discuss one of these properties, that is explicit name. Which category does it fall under is configuration parameters. Okay, and I just clicked on right click and that gray icon, so it said configuration parameters. I'm giving the name here, explicit name. So here, and the value that I pass for this explicit name is true. You can pass any value. First, let me show you with
Ramya, Ramya, can you repeat it once again? I couldn't get it.
I simply right clicked on my product image properties and
Okay.
here I have create configuration parameters. I just clicked on this, the first icon here, and then I gave the name as explicit name and the value for it is true that I have passed.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Means,
discuss about the remaining parameters in the later classes.
okay, man.
What is this explicit name? Why do we need it is, last time if you observe, when you are trying to edit the name, you were not able to do that. But now see, whenever I give the property as explicit name and the value as true or any other value also, I will be able to edit the name column in the test step. Okay, so what is the difference that it is going to bring is what we will see here. So now I gave it as explicit name will help us to steer the controls by using the index. Now I will tell you what do I mean by that statement. So I simply gave explicit name as true. So here what are the properties that you have for this product image? Tag is image and title is show details for, and this value is a star mark here. Okay, so now tell me, is this a unique control or a non-unique control? Forget about explicit name.
It's a
Non-unique control.
Non-unique control. So now last time we saw how can we control it by using the buffer things, right? Now this is by using the index. Whenever I say index, usually index positions start with hash. Okay. So for suppose I want to go and click on the sixth product, that is denim short with rhinestones. So simply I'll give hash 6 over here, and in the value as usually I'll give it as click. And now when I run this, it will go and click on the sixth product that it has. This is one way whenever you know the exact position of your control that you can do. So for suppose I want to click on the 11th product, simply I'll give hash 11 and I will simply say run. It will
click multiple ones. How it is.
because there are only
Means Ramya,
8 products, right? How many products do we have here? Only 8
8 products,
products. But what is it we are trying to click? 11th one.
11th project.
So that is not available over there. So it is throwing an error. Let me say display 12 products per page. So now I will say, I'll rerun my test step. Okay. There is much more about this explicit name. I'm just showing you one sample part of it.
means whenever we use explicit name, then we go for a hash index, right?
Most of the times it will be the same. Like whenever,
Ramya?
most of the times if you give explicit name, you will go for hash index only. Okay. So what else can be done using this explicit name? Why do we use it is, whenever you want some specific value to be displayed in this place, then we will use that explicit name. For suppose, I have something called top menu. Okay, I'll just drag this module and drop it in here. I'm just showing you an example, that's all, nothing else. So take the registration. So right click on it, say configuration parameter and say explicit name. And the value I'm passing Ramya semicolon Tosca. Okay, and now let's see what will come up here. See, I got a small drop down, Ramya, Tosca. What do you want to select? Either Ramya. So these are some uses that we have. Either you can edit this area or else you can pass your defined values, whatever you want. Anything is possible with this explicit name. Usually people, there is a chance that you can give the values here and those values come up over here in this place. But usually people try to give this explicit name value as true only most of the times. That is what we use most of the times in real time. Okay.
From an interview, they can ask like, what is the use of explicit way? Why we use
No.
this?
Actually, the interview question for this one is totally different. Like usually they ask you, like, for suppose I have multiple controls with a similar set of properties, what is your approach? So then you can say there are three approaches. We are still we know only two approaches till now, and one more is pending, that is constraint index, which we will see on Monday. Okay, so when they ask you, you can say them. There are three defined approaches. One way is by using the buffer. You can keep buffer value in any of the whatever properties that you know that it is changing, and you can steer this buffer value in the runtime using the test case. The other way is by using the explicit name. And when you use explicit name, what is that you are using there? The index position of the element. Using that index position, we can control the image that we are going and clicking on. The other is the constraint index. Even this one will take the index position, but this is bit different. Okay. And today what I will do is one more important thing. Just hold on. I'll share you your repository. Whatever we are building up in our classes, right? This file I will share you today. Okay. All that you can do is go to your project home button, and then you will have a import option, right? So just click on this import subset and import my whatever we developed in the class. What I suggest you is create a separate repository and import these things. Okay, I am exporting them and I will give these things to you. Where is this batch 15? Okay, single save. Yeah, I will just upload this TSU file for all of you. Okay, while you are importing, it will ask you sometimes like, do you want to import or merge and all this? Just to say okay, or else do one thing. I'll show you one easy way to do this. I'm closing my project now. What I suggest you is create a new project. Okay, and is a single user workspace, and select a name for it, like without SND, something I gave you. Okay, don't select this standard modules, don't select this checkbox. I'm repeating again, don't select the checkbox here while you are importing, and say okay. So now I created a project without using standard modules. So this particular project is totally blank. Okay. And now simply go to this home project, dock it here, and now say import subset, and go to your file, say open. The cursor is okay. Now it is done. See here, I saw import subset is finished. Now go to your modules and all. See, everything will be imported. Standard modules, demo web shop, all this will be there. Okay. Any questions, any doubts?
We will have lots of doubts once we practice it.
Yeah, this is bit confusing. I agree. If you do not understand again on Monday, we will take up another class on Tuesday also. But it's okay. Please try to replicate the same
Thanks.
whatever I have done in the class so that you will be on the same page. Okay.
Okay, Ramya.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you all. Yes. Okay. Thank you all. Thanks for joining. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you, Ramya.